All right, little little recording here. On Justin Posey's statement. I mean, the biggest crock of shit I've ever heard so far in the forest fin community. I mean, this just. I mean, I don't even know where to start. That's just my opinion, by the way. But okay, let me. How do I explain it? Say, say he was able. Say he was able to buy the treasure, and then he's gonna go hide it. Justin, what about the person who got screwed over? What about that person? Do you know how superficial and fake you look under the guise of being altruistic, Justin? Like, if you were truly altruistic, you would seek out the true solution. And if you thought someone had it right, we know you're a smart guy, by the way. We know you didn't believe in the GPS solve because you worship Forrest Fenn. Forrest Fenn said it wasn't a cipher. He said it wasn't a cipher. We know you don't believe that. Justin, we know you don't believe that. We know you're a liar. And then you're under the guise of being altruistic, dude. It's a joke. It's a complete joke. You want to be altruistic? Why don't you listen to my videos? I bet you have. I bet you have heard them. I bet you know. A very good chance I'm right on three different levels. I'm right on three different levels. Justin, why don't you want to do the right thing? Let's find out. By the way, I don't care what you do. Just so you know, I don't care. But let's see, Justin, let's see how altruistic you are. Let's see how altruistic you are. A lot of people think, most people think, I'm more right than anyone else. My solution makes the most sense. Why don't you give me the treasure or the value of the treasure? And what about my video a week or two ago? Here it is. I only get 25% of the value, Justin. You're so altruistic. Go ahead and you can get your own treasure. Give me 25% of what the value was, 10% to you or someone else that can write a poem and hide the treasure, and the other 65% can go get found. I'm not greedy, but I don't care. I'm making this video to let you know you're not really altruistic, to let you know you were lying. You were lying. You knew it wasn't a cipher. You freaking knew it wasn't the GPS solve. That is ridiculous. Virtue signaling, trying to make yourself some hero. It's a joke, dude. It's a joke. I see right through you, dude. I see right through you. Why doesn't K-Pro or Treasure Warriors, I mean, guy's smoking weed all the time. He can't think clearly. He thinks he can, he can't. Or Treasure Warriors or whoever, why don't you just bring up the Lewis Lake solve? How long ago did I post that? I mean, it's been over a year and nobody can even comment on the video anything wrong with the solve. And no, none of the main YouTube channels want to bring it up. You guys are in a fantasy world. I'm not 100% sure I'm right. I'm over 90% sure I'm right. So you guys are in a fantasy world. So anyway, it's a complete joke. He's a complete joke. I'm sorry. That's just my opinion, and that's it. Okay, adding a little bit more. A couple hours later, um, I made a comment on one of Granite Granny's recent videos. I said, GG, did you see Justin Posey's statement on Amy Seeks? Laughing out loud. So the treasure still hasn't been sold in 1.5 years. Scrapbook 215 business partner Billy Bob Stu verbally accepts the offer, then turns it down because of a better offer. Laughing out loud. That is not believable to me. As Scrapbook phone went black. As Scrapbook 215 business partner Billy Bob Stoof would be desperate to sell the chest. They are playing JP like a fiddle, laughing out loud, and or JP is lying again, like he did when he said he believed in the GPS cipher solve, when JP would never believe the man he worships, Fenn, would lie. So, and interesting how Packer Jack, all these new people on the scene, how Packer Jack, I forgot what they say, deleted, I guess deleted him on Facebook or whatever and blocked him or whatever. You see, I think you got to remember Scrapbook 215 business partners, Mary Lou, Luis Guadalupe, was splitting the painting 50-50. So, what's Occam's razor, right? Occam's razor is 2019. They already split that treasure up, probably. They already split it up. Good chance, not for sure, but good chance. So okay, so why would Packer Jack block Justin Posey? Well, because the last thing they want to do is the Scrapbook 215 business partners is have an obligation to sell a chest when they don't have the chest anymore. It was broken up between the business partners. They wanted to create the illusion. They played Justin Posey like a fiddle. They wanted to create the illusion with the community that, Posey, they used him. They completely used Posey to, okay, yes, it's true. I believe Posey probably Posey was trying to buy the treasure chest, okay? So, then the Scrapbook 215 business partners want us to think, so it hasn't been sold yet, and they got a higher bidder, okay? They got a higher bidder because they want to make it believe that Scrapbook 215 business partner Billy Bob Stoof is the owner of the treasure. And who's one of the only people gullible enough to put in a bid? I mean, can you imagine if Posey were say it was all legitimate, okay, and he was able to get the winning bid? I mean, can you imagine all the lawsuits that could potentially go against Posey? I mean, the guy he has got to be the most idealistic person I've ever seen in my life. I mean, he is so gullible. It's just unbelievable. I mean, he this charade of, altruism, he's if you watch that video closely 3, 4, 5 times, like, you'll realize, like, Posey is delusional. He's losing it. He's losing his concept of reality, in my opinion. He's so far into this fraud. I mean, no, I'm not saying he's part of the fraud. I'm saying he just believes everything hook, line, and sinker. I mean, it's just, and Amy Six is crying. I mean, she's so greedy. She doesn't care about doing the right thing. She just wants another treasure out there, so she can look for the treasure. Do you care about figuring out where Fenn's treasure was? Don't you care about that? Don't you care about the person who got cheated? And then what was I gonna say? I forgot. But let me think for a minute, and then I'll start it back up. Oh yeah, this is it. So it's been a while. It's been a while. I mean, that this scam has been going on. And the thing is, it's like, as each day goes by, it's like, just say where the treasure was. someone, Fenn family, someone, just like say where it was, because I guess there's going to be documentaries, and then I have the recent video that very good chance I'm the one who had it figured out and I got cheated, and Fenn acknowledges me the way he uses my last name. He spells my last name right, but the way he uses it, he spells it wrong in the sentence. So in the same sentence as highly specialized talent, guys, you can stick your head in the sand all you want, but there probably will eventually be a documentary that's going to come out. I had it right. That's eternal. That is eternal. The winning solve is eternal. I got credit for it by forrest fenn. You can listen. You can play all these games that you want to do. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You know, and K Pro was wondering why is Billy Bob Stoof so desperate to sell the treasure? Why is he so? I did the video 100% closure finally. I mean, again, that's if it hasn't already been broken up. But weird stuff is going on. Like I released the video of all videos. You don't have to acknowledge it, but it's because the solve, you know, sacred to a lot of people, and the naturalistic fallacy, and the winning solve is eternal. I mean, it's not. You can't ignore. You know, the winning solve. You can't ignore it. So you can play all these games, you know, and Justin Posey with his fake altruism. Let's see if Justin Posey, let's see if he's really altruistic and he really wants to do the right thing and he contacts me. Let's see. Every video from here on out, I'll let you know. Okay, has Justin contacted me? Is he really altruistic? I'm not contacting him. You guys know that's not how I operate. Is Posey gonna contact me, or is he not? Let's see if he's real. Let's see if he's the real deal, if he's really altruistic. Every video, let's find out. We know he supposedly wants to do the right thing. Okay, dude, do the right thing. Comment on my video, dude. Let's see you do the right thing. You know? So anyway, I guess that wraps it up. I'll try to listen to what I just made, and then if I can add to it, I will. I'll try to add to it. I've got 3 clips here, 3 audio clips, and we'll see, guys. Okay, we'll talk to you later. Okay, here's the other thought that I remembered. Now, you see, again, say Posey's plan or his bid would have went through, if there even was a true bidding war, if you will, or a sell the treasure. The thing about it is that, see, Posey is so gone from reality and idealistic that can't he see ahead and see that, well, if there's no closure on where Fenn hid the treasure, there's no closure, then Posey would be taking ownership of, he would be enabling all the fraud behavior by Fenn and the business partners, because he would be taking ownership of a treasure that in a lot of people's minds was a treasure that belonged to them. And if he were to rehide the treasure, a lot of people would have a problem with that, because they never got closure on where Fenn hid the treasure. If it, people would be thinking, a lot that think they figured it out, hundreds hundreds, if not thousands, would be thinking, dude, they'd be thinking, what is he doing hiding my treasure? The guy is so gone from reality with his idealism that it is uncanny. It's unbelievable. I mean, I thought I should go over that. I mean, it's just unbelievable. But yeah, that's pretty much it. We'll talk to you later. Noblemen and magistrates. I did those 4 clips a couple nights ago, but let me add on here after on a Monday evening after excuse me, a little indigestion. Cowlazars show and the illusionary mic drop, which was pathetic, and it was utter nonsense the way she ended those last 2-3 minutes, and I'll get into why. Now, just some notes, not just a few minutes here. See, the thing is, Fenn basically already told everyone in the world where the treasure was in Scrapbook 215 Business Partners. I've gone over it over and over. So, there was no video, there's no alleged video needed. Okay, I don't believe that video she spoke of exists, because he already went over it. Scrapbook 215 Business Partners, plain as day. You're a fool. In my opinion, you are basically a fool if you think otherwise. I believe, K-Pro and Posey, I believe, you're starting to see what it kind of looks like to start going a little bit crazy. I mean, this is kind of what it looks like, It's just sad. But and then just kind of disorganized notes here. K-Pro acts like she dropped the mic, but if multiple people saw a video of the 9 clues, why did K-Pro hang on to this information? I mean, why would she hang on to it for this long? I just think she might just be losing touch with reality, and she's just even more nonsensical. Because remember, I believe it was Chasing Andy's channel, she went on this diatribe, if you will, of a documentary was going to give her a full salary and carte blanche to totally put the documentary together. It's just she's just losing touch with reality, unfortunately, in my opinion. Because why if there was a video of 9 clues, why would she hang on to that information that long? I mean, how unbelievably insincere would that be? It's just uncanny to comprehend. But and there's no way, like I said, there's no way I believe in that video anyway. So, in that video existing, remember, Scrapbook 215 business partner Billy Bob Stoof said he would go to great, quote unquote, great lengths, very great lengths, to not disclose where the treasure was. Long story short, I believe if you don't bring up my solution, you are foolish. You are foolish, Cowlazars. You are fools for not. You will be looked upon year, 2 year, 5 years from now, if they do a big documentary and my solution's been up since June 7th, and then you for multiple years you don't bring up my solution, the solution in Wyoming that makes the most sense, you will look like fools. Okay, that's just how it is. K-Pro's making stuff up. Ask yourself why she doesn't bring up my solution. She is desperate for attention. Now, this is some crazy stuff here. Let me stop it, because I feel good about that. Okay, finishing up. You see, K-Pro is losing touch with reality, but she is very clever. And let me tell you how I know she is unethical. Because the esoteric knowledge, if you will, is the 9 clues. Or, I think, 11 clues or 12 or whatever, but you know what I'm saying. Because the esoteric knowledge This is why I know for a fact she's unethical. Because the esoteric knowledge is the 9 clues. It's not the video of the 9 clues. Okay? That probably doesn't exist. Again, the esoteric knowledge is the 9 clues. It's not the video of the 9 clues. She is trying to redirect you to a video that probably doesn't exist. The area and clues are mostly already covered in Scrapbook 215 Business Partners. You see, the location is Lewis Lake, Wyoming. There is no reason for me to hold the esoteric knowledge. A lot of the time, the people that hold esoteric knowledge and don't share it are up to no good. K-Pro wants you to believe she has esoteric knowledge of a videotape that doesn't exist. K-Pro won't bring up my solution. Repeat, she won't bring up my solution. She probably will never bring up my solution. She won't bring up my solution because she is desperate to be a part of a cult where she is a high-level member with fake esoteric knowledge. Again, K-Pro won't bring up my solution because she is desperate to be a part of a cult where she is a high-level member with fake esoteric knowledge. That's why, again, she's clever, very clever though, and very unethical because, again, because the esoteric knowledge is the 9 clues, it's not a fake video that doesn't exist of the 9 clues. But she's trying to keep you on the concept of esoteric knowledge. I've studied conspiracy theories for years. I know pretty much exactly what's going on. In regard to treasure warriors, I always talk about Carl Jung, and famous quote of his is "Beware of unearned wisdom." This was in regard to using psychedelics for esoteric knowledge. You see, Benjamin is always smoking marijuana, and the thing is, he won't bring up my solve because he is very unethical, and or because he uses psychedelics for his unearned wisdom. You can't rely on K-Pro because she wants to be a high-level member of a cult with fake esoteric knowledge, and Benjamin can't be trusted because I get in the chat and I'll bring up Lewis Lake and he's halfway paying attention because he's got probably so much marijuana in his system. He's trying to use psychedelics for unearned wisdom, and he can't get it that way when the truth is right there for him. He's so close. I think he's a pretty smart dude, but he's in a cloud. He's in a haze. So, it's unfortunate, but it is what it is, and the solution is eternal. So, thought I would kind of give you a heads up, but again, don't count on Cowlazars bringing up my solve. I believe they want to be high-level members of a cult. They want to keep it going. And I don't want any esoteric knowledge. I have shared the solution, right off the bat. So, it's up to you. But I'm acting like I'm 100% right. I'm over 90% sure that I'm right. So I'm not 100, but over 90%. But yeah, it's crazy stuff, but yeah, crazy stuff, but it's good to go over it. Anyway, we'll talk to you later.